Alrighty, it is 4 p.m. on the dot. I just want to document the state's fake sun, which is right here. I'm standing at the edge. I just walk out the edge. This is directed light underneath the shaded area, underneath the shaded walkway. That's directed light. As they come out, they're stalking with activity as I'm using my camera. And this is the state's fake sun. It's 4 p.m. on the dot. So many places, okay? The state's fake sun is remaining over the 507 North Euclid Avenue at 4 p.m. Recall that as I exit that venue, which is north of Euclid Avenue, and the state's fake sun, as I clearly show in video, is not even in this direction, which is south from the Starbucks on 507 North Euclid Avenue at 4 p.m. and then I go into the parking lot. Remember, this is the day that Starbucks engaged in criminal summoning as I was engaging in an ongoing accumulation of very damning direct evidence against the people of the state while they were engaging in federal stalking. And as the Ontario Police Department are present on that property, the state's fake sun is over my head as I aim my camera upward. This is after 4 p.m. As I go into the parking lot behind 507 North Euclid Avenue, the state's fake sun is right over my head as I am facing west. And understand that is north of this location down yonder, and I would not be able to capture if this was actually the sun that is in my face over my head right now at the entrance. In addition to that, where have I also been at the exact same time? 2500 South Archibald Avenue at 4 p.m. when I'm picking up my property that was stolen by me by the Ontario Police Department that engaged in kidnapping while federal stalking was ceaselessly underway. That is the presence of the state's fake sun over me at that property at 2500 South Archibald Avenue, which is not the sun. And so in the exact same way, I would not be able to capture this right here over the entrance of the library. If this was actually the sun, if that was actually the sun over 2500 South Archibald Avenue, okay? This is not remaining directly over, this light source is not the sun that is remaining directly over my head at both addresses at the same time, okay? In other words, the police department, the third parties at that venue right now while I am here at the library do not have this light source directly over their head, okay? This is remaining where I remain, and again, this is after being west of this location at 706 West Hope Boulevard. That is 8 RKT 694, and that is monitoring by SECURITAS. And I want to be clear what I also documented on the security cameras inside upon my exit of the restroom, which is a private space. And I want to be clear, I referenced the security cameras. What you have is relevant positioning as a third party stands right here out on the opposite side of the bathroom. Fake sun is over the venue, directed light in front of the venue, directed light inside of the venue like I've shown, and relevant positioning whereby she's standing outside of the restroom and you have a young male that's standing outside of the female restroom's wall. This is relevant positioning as I exit. As I go into the bathroom, they are monitoring while I'm in that private space. That's the sex offender, okay? This is P.O.C. And I just want to be clear, it is 4:02 p.m. and that is the pattern of conduct, and this is the state's fake sun. As understand, the museum is south, it's right here at the end of this block. This is the state's fake sun remaining over the same street after, again, remaining over me as I am west of this address at 706 West Holt. Okay, this is stalking with light. This is federal stalking by the public entity that is the state of California, documenting the Ontario Police Department engaging in federal stalking, criminal facilitation of federal stalking in concert with the people of the state of California, and engaging in what is that ongoing terrorism as actors that have engaged in repeated acts of kidnapping, which is obstruction of justice, as you are documenting that entity engaging in that egregious, unprecedented criminal activity as a group, as an entity, okay? This is Amazon Prime, this is Alaska Airlines, that is also Amtrak and Delta Airlines engaging in terrorism with the state, and the state's fake sun is remaining east of its address, east of its location over me and the parking lot of Starbucks, which is west of this location. And at no time of the day is this ever going to coexist with being directly over my head, as I clearly documented it, and it was, and it remained until after 4 p.m. And here it is right here above my head at the entrance, and light underneath the shaded walkway, okay? This is not sunlight, this is directed light aiming horizontally underneath the structure, whereas the sun is actually above the buildings, it's higher than the buildings, not beside the buildings. That's the state's directed light, while it is also remaining where I remain. That is P.O.C.